And you know what that means. That's right, I'm back for yet another edition of Sip and Snack, and hopefully you guys and girls out there enjoyed Random Tales and their first edition of the Guest Star series here on Sip and Snack. And like I said before, and like I've said in the description bar if you're reading below, that if you want to contribute to that, just shoot me an email, then shoot me your video, and then we'll make that happen. Don't worry, they're going to be returning rather soon, so if you liked Random Tales, then it's definitely going to be a regular thing here on the podcast network. So it's time for Sip and Snack, and it also means that we're going to do a literal sip and a snack. We're not just doing one or the other this time, we're doing both. And the reason why is because it just makes sense. We have a theme this week, and that is purple. I know what you're asking. Oh, and you probably should have done this last time when you did your tribute to Prince, and you are correct on that, but I didn't necessarily have everything ready at that time. I kind of changed my mind at the last minute on what I wanted to do, and I flipped it around, and that's the reason why this video exists. So, let's get started with that. We're going to flip the script. We're going to start with the snack this time around. Now, my snack this time around is from the Cap'n Crunch brand. Now, everyone knows we've done Cap'n Crunch variations on this channel before, and one of the major things I really enjoy is Planet Hollywood's Chicken Crunch, which is basically Cap'n Crunch coated chicken strips, which is absolutely marvelous. So, I'm a big fan and a big supporter of Cap'n Crunch. Now, Cap'n Crunch is a product that was started in 1963, manufactured by the Quaker Oats Company, and they're a division of PepsiCo, so there's a lot of Pepsi that's going to be in the next couple weeks, if you understand what I mean by that. Now, their recipe was basically brown sugar and butter over rice, alright? Now, it was the first to ever use oil coating in flavor delivery. It's very interesting. And throughout years, there's been a lot of different variations, and I've got one of those for you today. So, I don't have an animated character taster glass. Obviously, I broke that at the beginning of the year. Still feel bad about that. I have the nondescript taster glass. It does have stars on it, if you look closely, but still pretty much nondescript. And I'm going to introduce you to our first product today, and that is this. This is Sprinkled Donut Crunch. It actually started out in 2014, so it's been around for a little bit, but it's only a limited time only product. Now, if you look on the back, you can see a lot of the different variations, like Crunch Berries, Chocolate Crunch, Peanut Butter Crunch, and the original Cap'n Crunch as well. So, this is supposed to be a cereal that's going to be reminiscent of what would happen if you had a donut with sprinkles on it. So let's see what it tastes like. And another reason I did this purple episode is this thing expired July 16th. So it's got about a month and some change before it expires, but I wanted to do it today anyway. So we're going to open the box. I still can't open boxes this day. We're going to open the box of cereal, shall we? Smells like donuts, somewhat. Smells like a glazed donut. We're going to pour it into the box, and I'm going to... Apparently, I need to learn how to drop them, because they landed on my keyboard here. So I'm going to show you what they look like. That's not a very good one, but... See, like here, you see the sprinkles in between. It looks like a... If you didn't know any better, this kind of looks like what you would expect it to look like. It is cereal that gives the appearance of a donut covered in sprinkles. Now the question is it going to taste that way? That's the million-dollar question, and that's what we're about to find out here today on Sip and Snack. So let's try this. Sprinkles are definitely prevalent. Some more here. Yeah. Everyone knows, and I said this in the previous videos when we do Cap'n Crunch here, there is a particular flavor of Cap'n Crunch, and it is definitely prevalent here. So, I'm a little bit more like maybe a handful here. I don't get the donut. It just kind of tastes like Cap'n Crunch with sprinkles. And after like the first bite, the sprinkles are gone, so... This is good, but It's not exactly what it's supposed to be. Get some water here. Now, we move on to our second product. Anybody that knows me well knows that every single year when AJ and I do the Oscars, we start out in August, which, my God, can't believe that's only a couple months away. That's when our predictions start. And we go all the way until the ceremony. Now, for the ceremony, we always get Buffalo Wild Wings. And this year it was different because it was a different circumstance. But usually, we don't obviously drink, so we use the next best thing. And I know what you're probably thinking, oh, it's probably like sparkling grape juice. No, not at all. The next best thing here would be ginger ale, and I've always been a big fan of Canada Dry. Now, Canada Dry is a brand that is owned by the Dr. Pepper Snapple Group. Now, this was in 2008, right? They've been owned since 2008. Now, they are known for ginger ale, but there's a variation of different beverages that are under the Canada Dry brand. Now, it was originated in Canada, of course, by the name, you should know, but it is now populated to the United States, and Mexico, Colombia, the Middle East, Europe, and Japan. Now, the dry here is actually worded as such because it's not necessarily sweet, as in dry wine. Now, John J. McLaughlin, who first formulated Canada Dry Pale Ginger Ale, originally made his new soft drink. It was far less sweet than all the other ginger ales available, so because of this, he labeled it dry. Hence the name, Canada Dry. So, there's been a lot of different variations of ginger ales that you see on the market, and pretty much Canada Dry has them covered when it comes to specialty ginger ales. We had a cranberry version. Unfortunately, never got around to doing it here on Sip and Snack. I will tell you, I did have it, though, and it was good. But then we've got this, which I found the other day, and this is Blackberry Ginger Ale. Now, as all Canada Dry ginger ale, it is caffeine-free. It's made from real ginger. If it was made from real Marianne, I'd be worried. This is a glass. Yeah, I don't know why I did it that way. That just seems so stupid. So I'm actually going to pour the contents in, and I'm going to see if it has a purple coloration like I'm thinking it will, or it's just going to look like a regular ginger ale. Let's see what we got. Pop top. And has a berry smell to it. It's got the ginger ale smell to it. Let's pour a little bit in here. Twist to the side so I don't pour some on my... It looks like that. Somewhat. It's got a different color. It does look like a wine. I'll give them that. Like blackberry wine, I know, apparently is a thing. But obviously it's not alcoholic, thank God, because I wouldn't drink it if it were. So we're going to try it two different ways. I'm going to try it, obviously, I did the palate cleanser with the water. That's the reason why it exists. Not just for like a cheap laugh. But I'm going to do it in the glass, I'm going to do it in the can, and I'm going to see if there's any difference. Because sometimes there is a little bit of a difference. So let's try it here. I've got it open here. The bubbles of carbonation are hitting my palate there. Oh, that's good. It's a little tart, but it's really good. It tastes really good. I'm pretty sure I've had this in a Sprite variation in the Coke Freestyle machine. But obviously it wasn't ginger ale, it was Sprite. But this is good. Oh yeah. I'll drink this. I'll drink this all day long. Normally I drink stuff like ginger ale usually, except for the Oscars, that's a special situation. I normally would drink ginger ale with snacks, or just by itself. Ginger ale is usually good for if you're feeling ill. It makes you feel a little bit better. One thing I always enjoyed when I was growing up, and I still do to this day, is crushed ice with ginger ale. Always makes me feel good when I'm sick. So that plus a hot bath equals happy Owen. Well, at least as happy as I can be when I'm sick. But then I lay in bed and I sleep the year away, basically, when I'm sick. But that's just how it is. So I'm going to try it in the can. I would actually drink this with food. Yeah, it's weird. Normally I wouldn't. I'd usually have it with a snack or, like I said, when I'm sick. But I would drink this with food because it's actually really good. So we're going to take it a little bit out of the can, shall we? Let that berry kick when you drink it out of a can that I didn't get when I was actually drinking it out of the glass. It's really good. Both of these items are really good. And they have the Bill Jacobson thumbs up seal of approval when it comes to the item. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I think I'm going to do the Bill Jacobson scale. That's an inside joke that I probably will tell you somewhere down the line, but I'm going to leave it obscure for the time being. But yes, both the Sprinkled Donut Crunch from Cap'n Crunch and the Canada Dry Blackberry Ginger Ale get the Bill Jacobson thumbs up seal of approval. And if they don't, they're going to get like Batista, I guess, and Evolution. No, something like that. We'll figure it out later. Either way, I'm going to do thumbs up, thumbs down if I like them or if I don't like them. So I may split some weeks. I may just completely do the same. It just depends on what the item is. We're going to find out in the near future. So, like I said before, Random Tales will be returning to Sip and Snack in the very near future. Not the distant future, the very near future. And they're going to become a big part of Sip and Snack for the remainder of this year. Now, I can't guarantee they're going to be a part of every single week, but you will see them just as much as you see me in some cases when it comes to Sip and Snack, because they're the first of many of this Sip and Snack guest star series, which I'm starting. And if you want to contribute to that, just shoot me an email, SirOwenDisney@gmail.com, and you can then shoot me your video, and I'll put it on there. And I know I didn't do like an intro for them, or just like a basic cold video. You know, I don't like to edit, but I'm probably going to shoot some sort of intro video promoting that I can put on before the guest star for Sip and Snack, and we'll do it that way. So that way, you have a little bit of me, and you have a whole lot of them, and then it's mixed together, and it just works. So that's what we're going to go with. And other things I want to say right now, if you want to check out Random Tales on Twitter, it is at RandomTales30, and that's for James. That's the husband here, and of course, the wife would be Laura, and she is under at LoopyLulu3009. Their channel is actually listed on here. It's one of those really long ones that don't have like a shortened way to say it, so I'm basically stating that there's a link in the description bar to both James and Laura's channels. They've become really good friends of mine. We're going to be hanging out at Universal and at Disney, and also at Halloween Horror Nights this coming October, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a great time. I can stay at Caribbean Beach, which I've never stayed at before thanks to them, so I'm super, super stoked about that. And then it sounds like, if everything works out, next year we're going to be back on Universal property as a group, and that should be really fun. But like I said, that's just like fingers crossed if that happens or not. I think it probably will, but I can't officially confirm it quite yet. But I will also state another thing as well, some programming notes for this week. Tomorrow will be your usual AJ's movie reviews. It's going to be Captain America, Civil War, and some other limited releases should be on that video as well. And on top of that, Saturday video, as always, to be announced. You'll have to wait and see what happens on Saturday. You'll find out soon. On Sunday, brand new verses. Your cryptic comment this time around is actually going to be Civil War, so it makes perfect sense what I'm talking about there. Gaming with Thatch returns on Monday. The Raw Popcast, 11:30 p.m. Monday night. Wednesday Wrestling Popcast, 9:30 p.m. And, of course, we back in here with Sip and Snack. What's either going to be me, it's going to be Random Tales, or it could be someone completely different. You never know. You're just going to have to tune in and find out. So that's going to lead us to AJ's movie reviews the week after. Money Monster is going to be on the reservation. I wasn't going to say that right there. The review for that week. So that's going to be taken care of next week. And Halloween Horror Nights news and subsequent Popcast hopefully are forthcoming. Maybe we'll get another announcement soon. We should be getting the official on-sale date for tickets. And once we do, that video's right here on this channel. So, that being said, if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, it's at SirOwenDisney. Follow the Podcast Network on Twitter at Podcast Network. If you haven't heard, we just celebrated 3 years as a channel, so thank you to everyone out there that's ever watched a video, whether it is 5 minutes or 5 hours in some cases. We appreciate you being along for the ride here on the Podcast Network. We have a Facebook fan page. It's under Podcast Network on Facebook, and also, on top of that, we have a merchandise store on Zazzle, and if you go to zazzle.com/Podcast Network, you can purchase some really cool merchandise with the Pop logo on it, as well as some other really cool things, like we have a drawstring bag, we have stickers, we have buttons, we have a myriad of shirts that are really cool, so you can check those out. And if you are inclined to buy any Podcast Network merchandise, or any merchandise from a Zazzle store, until this Sunday, until Mother's Day this Sunday, we got a code for you. That's right, 15% off code. It is We Love Our Moms, LUV. We, LUV, Our Moms. And that gets you 15% off your order at Zazzle.com. So, in the meantime, I want to thank you guys and girls out there for watching. And until tomorrow, boys and girls, that's all I got to say about that.